All right, 69-second summary for the new Lilligant deck, which isn't so much a Lilligant deck as it is a deck with Lilligant in it, because Lilligant will just kind of be sitting there looking pretty like me right now as I'm recording this intro. Lilligant's ability increases the damage your Grass and Fire-type Pokemon deal by 20, and it stacks. Seems really good, right? Well, the main issue with Lilligant right now is that there aren't any truly perfect partners. Dipplin Thwackey, of course, is the most logical. But like all fun single prize decks, it's ruined by Dragapult, which is the #1 most played deck in the entire world. Still, pairing it with Dipplin is the way to go. This way, without the need of any tools or supporters, Dipplin can get it up to 280 damage per turn for a single energy. Looking at the list, you won't be doing too much thwacking off. So long as you get off to a good start, things should pretty much be academic. You get all your basics down, have a Dipplin in the active, search for a card with Thwackey, and try to attack twice each turn. Of course, I had to create some crazy builds of Lilligant. So you've got this one with Jump Bluff. Since its ability potentially prevents damage from being done to it, you just try to survive for as long as possible, all the while doing a somewhat pitiful amount of damage. Or what about Galvantula? It can do up to 180 damage if they have an ability. Throw Lilligant into the mix, now all of a sudden you have a deck that will fail miserably and make you wonder what kind of well-adjusted person would even think of such a thing. And the answer to that pontification is that I'm not well-adjusted. Alright, so we're facing off against Mark Cuban, which is unexpected. Alright, as long as they have a worse hand than me, as long as their hand is somehow worse than mine, I was about to say, I will take a research. I was about to say that I would take a research in this situation. Okay, so do we get the do we get the Budew to shut off their items, or do we get the Rellor? But I mean, they can just knock out the Rellor with the Dragapult. Oh man, I mean, let's just get the Rellor. Okay, yep, there we go. Here we go. Got to get rid of every good card. Back-to-back researches. All right, so then we want to go. I think this is a situation where I want to use Buddy-Buddy. I don't know. Did I want to use Buddy-Buddy Poffin in that situation? I'm not actually sure that was the correct call, because it would inform my next decision. But we got it. Okay, we got it. So we're fine. So I can item lock them, and then we can use Lana's aid. So I can item lock them, we can use Lana's aid. I think that's the correct way to go, is we just mount and Budew them, item lock them, and the really cool combo that I can't show off right now because I couldn't risk, you know, just getting absolutely blown out like a diaper, is Budew does 30 damage with Lilligant. So that's a really cool thing, is that Budew does 30 damage if you have one Lilligant, which is super duper strong. It's just, you know, obviously we're facing off against the craziest, insanoest deck. I mean, I'm just trying to decide what's the play next turn. I think it... Yeah, I mean, it's such a tough call. I don't know if I do what I think. Oh, that's great. Okay, so now we wait until next turn. Right? Now we for sure wait until next turn. We just thin the deck. Yeah, we need to go and get... Do we want Rescue Board, Defiance Band, Vitality Band? I think we... Actually, Vitality Band gets me the knockout. That's hilarious. Was not expecting that one. All right, so Vitality Band gets me the knockout. I can't risk doing that. I think we just have to go for a Bug Catching Set. You know, I don't necessarily want to take the knockout right here, because that's not amazing, but it still shuts off their items. It makes their life a little bit worse. It keeps them from playing a Charizard. The goated Vitality Band. And, you know, what I could have done is taken a 2-prize turn. Right? I could have taken a 2-prize turn that turn, just retreated into the Dipplin, used Lana's aid, gone for an energy, get a double KO. But I think item locking them in this situation is the best, because their best option is just like taking a knockout with Charmander. Because the thing that could blow me out right now is if they just go Rare Candy, Charizard, Dragapult, boom, game, I win, suck my butt. That would be terrible. We do not want them to suck our butts. Our butts are reserved for special occasions only. And... okay, good, good. So they have their Rare Candy, they have TM Evolution, they have to They made a mistake attaching that rescue board to the Charmander. Blazing Destruction. Well, that's annoying. That's an annoyance. All right, so let's go Lana's. Actually, let's go Bug Catching Set first in case we get everything we... Holy crap. Okay. Yeah. That's cool. So we evolve. Okay, so they got Rare Candy, TM Evolution. I think we just item locked them again. You know, I have 3 things in the discard pile, so let's go Lana's Aid. Actually, I don't think no, I don't item lock them. I take the KO. 100% we take the KO here, 100%. So then we go Retreat. If I had, you know, a little bit more damage, we'd do that. We go Testicle Festival. We're knocking out 2 things this turn, unless I prize 3 Festival Grounds, which, believe it or not, has a higher chance of happening than you think. And then we do the wave. We got a Survival Brace on the active. Obviously, that might not be the greatest thing in the world, but we got a Survival Brace on the active. I personally prefer Legacy Energy, but the difference between Survival Brace and Legacy Energy is that Survival Brace can be found off of Arven. But don't forget that you can also just, you know, Thwackey for the Legacy Energy. So it's kind of a moot point. Yeah, I know, right, bro? Right? You're getting bodied out here by a freaking 80 hit point Dipplin. I'm going to dip D's nuts in that caramel. So, yeah, their choices are very slim right now because most likely they relied on Charizard for the energy acceleration to attack with a Dragapult out of nowhere. So it's like, yeah, you have TM Evolution, you have Rare Candy, you have a lot of things, but I'm better at Pokemon cards than you. And Jose, yeah, the apples are good. It's just, as I'll mention a million times, this deck cannot compete in this meta because Dragapult is the #1 most played deck. Okay, I believe there's a switch. If there's not a switch, we do have a rescue board somewhere. But there should be a switch, right? There should 100% be a switch in the deck. And if there is, I think that's just GG. Yeah, because we have Arven. They're not going to item lock us. They can't really do anything, right? Oh, they didn't even get an energy. Oh, that's sad. I mean, it's good for me. Oh, wait, we got the Kieran? We got the goated Kieran? Okay, so the problem is if I miscalculate this, I should have checked my deck, but that's for nerds. Okay. I mean, I could just go into the Budew, but I think we just want to get as much damage on them. So let's go. As much as I don't want to be using Kieran right now, you know what? YOLO. I see. I trusted in my deck, and my deck trusted in me. There you go. Do I need anything else? I don't think so. I think we're pretty good here. Let's go for the switcheroo. We still have Kieran. Let's just switch into this guy just for posteriority. And then I think I just want the Rabsca. Or the Rabsca. I think that's all we want right now is just the old Rabsca. So that'll force them to use their Duskull. Yeah, I mean, I also wouldn't mind Supporter, but I think putting the Rabsca into play forces them to use a Dust Noir. So it's not just that they have to use they have to blow themselves. It's that they have to blow themselves and use a Rare Candy. And then they just have a heavily damaged Dragapult, and the Dipplin is going to survive a hit. So that this is just triply amazing. Oh, what's the thumbs? You're playing Dragapult. Okay, you're playing Dragapult. I feel no sympathy for you. There we go. See, get out of here, bro. What did you expect was going to happen when you dipped your apple into some caramel? Well, you get all hot and sticky. The Grookey top deck is amazing as always. Now, the question is, do I just go Buddy-Buddy Poffin and... do we go for... No, we can't go Survival Brace. I mean, we could go Survival Brace, but I don't really have anything happening next turn. So, I mean, maybe it is the Bug Catching Set and Survival Brace? Because the Poffin doesn't necessarily help us out here, and I need a Dipplin. So yeah, maybe this is actually the play, which seems really weird. Yeah, we needed a Dipplin. So that was really weird, but that was, I think, the correct play. So let's go this guy, and then Applin, Survival Brace. This is so sad. This is the saddest Survival Brace I've ever done. Bug Catcher can whiff, but if I go for Buddy-Buddy Poffin in that situation, like what? I get a Budew, and then they just knock out a Budew with a Bite, and then I don't have anything after that. Like, I don't have a Dipplin. I have nothing good that's happening. With this situation, we can just kind of daunt them right now. You thought that was Awakening Drum? Yeah, Awakening Drum, back in the day, we thought that would be a card that people played. It's just, yes, should I have gone for the Budew? If they didn't get that turn 1 attachment, 100% I'm going for Budew. It's not even a question. We're just 100% Budewing your mom. No, I didn't put the Testicle Festival down. That's okay. That's okay. We got a playable hand. That's all you need. All right. So we need the Rellor. I think we need another. Oh, God. Goldeen is handy. I know that Goldeen is handy. Oh, this is good. But there's... Oh, my goodness. What is happening? Okay, so we want to go Buddy-Buddy Poffin for Applin. Rellor. Please tell me the Rabsca's in the deck. Rabsca's in the deck, so they will probably go for the Rellor if they can, but if we just get like one turn, just give me one turn, and we can win this one. And what they don't realize is that they've already lost. So that's really cool, because we're knocking out their Cloak, and then we also already have a knockout on whatever backup they have. So this is, maybe Dipplin is like the Budew killer in disguise. Yeah, we got a great hand. The research is coming in. What the? Okay, that was almost really bad. And then I think we just go Bug Catching Set, get the Dipplin, and then what do I want for next turn is the main question here. Okay. I mean, we can't... yeah, maybe... I don't know. I don't know what I want for next turn. Maybe it's just a switch. Because we have Arven. We have Lana's Aid. So I can get back pretty much whatever I need next turn. The question is, do I just get another Grookey? Maybe we just get another Grookey. And yeah, the thing is we have the Ultra Ball for next turn. So even if they use Budew, we're still fine. And we have the Survival Brace on the Dipplin. I'm not really concerned here. Like, for some reason, Dipplin is just kind of bodying Dragapult Charizard. And it makes absolutely no sense. And so they need one of the craziest turns ever. They need one of the craziest turns you've ever seen. Because they need Rare Candy, Dragapult, Fire Energy, Jamming Tower. And that's the only chance they have of winning. Oh no. All right, I don't think they can do it. Oh crap. Yeah, this doesn't instill confidence. So they got the Dragapult. This is the problem, right? This is the problem with Rellor, is that it's just not a good card. This is the problem with Rellor, is that it has 50 hit points. The Survival Brace wouldn't do anything because it's damage. Oh, they didn't realize. They can't read. Oh, this is great. I love it when my opponent can't read. Oh, this is great. Not reading? Oh, I wish nobody knew how to read. Okay, yeah. See, can't read. Get wrecked, buddy. Get wrecked. Get absolutely bodied. Okay, so then we just want another Applin down. And then we go get the Rabsca. Okay, so actually we get... sorry, we get Thwackey first. And then we go for the Rabsca. And then we win the game. And it's hilarious. I don't think there's any reason to Iono. I think we just go Rabsca. And yes, they can pick off the... They can, do some things that aren't fun. But the cool thing about this matchup is that if you just get it up, all you have to do is get it up for a very short amount of time, and then you're fine. All right, so I think we want Vitality Band and probably just Buddy-Buddy Poffin. The reason, actually, no, we want the Buddy-Buddy Poffin so I can get rid of it next turn. And then we just want to go do the wave. There is no Arceus League. Arceus League no longer exists. This is Master League. God, get it right, Ryu. And then I believe we just win. But I talked about this in the upgrade video, or the top 3 decks for new players video, is that yes, Rabsca is very powerful. It can help shut off decks. Oh god, PDCGL, hide your shame. Hide your shaman. Okay. So maybe I should have gone for the Switch. I didn't think they'd be doing this, but like you 100% just lose the game. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you do. You lose the game no matter what. They're probably going to put 10 on the Dipplin and then 40 on the Applin, and we're going to have to sit through the animation for all of the damage counters. Yeah, we're going to have to sit through the animation. Back in my day, the animation timer would start on your turn. So when that animation was happening, your timer would start counting down and you could actually cheese it. So what you could do is you could like get area 0 or something into play, for get a sky tower or whatever it was called, sky pillar, and then hit their bench. And then PDCGL, because it's such a well-made game, the animation would take about 30 seconds to 60 seconds. And then that would count on their turn. So when the bench barrier effect takes effect, it counts on their timer. And you would just win because by the time it's their turn, the counter's already like 5 seconds. And then it passes the turn. Because again, PDCGL, super well-made game. It's Froslass, Munkidori, Hydreigon. I think we just go... I mean, I have to put the Vitality Band somewhere, I guess. But it's like they could just go attach a Psychic, knock out my Applin. I think the best course is just going attach the grass and then research. Because I'm probably not going to be able to beat them off. Just so you know, there's 4 Buddy-Buddy Poffin in the deck. Along with 3 Bug Catching Set. Just for those of you keeping score at home. You know, 4 Buddy-Buddy Poffin, 3 Bug Catching Set. About 12 to 15 basics, you know. Jose, it's PDCGL. Yeah, once Shaman comes out, it's no more Slowking. I mean, Rabsca is annoying as well. But yeah, like I play... You saw that Golden Go video where it was, what, 6 mulligans and then 5 mulligans? Super well-made game. All right, so there's Froslass. None of my Pokemon have abilities, but they will very soon. So we kind of just got to get inside them here. See, there's the cards that we need. These are actually all great cards that I can use right now. The problem is definitely going to be Froslass. But I can knock out the Munkidori this turn. The question is, am I going for a research or am I going for an Arven? I mean, I think what I do is I use Bug Catching Set first and we let that kind of determine what my choices are here. Because we also, I don't know if you've noticed, but we kind of need a Rabsca here real quick. Kind of need a Rabsca. And you got 6 mulligans with Golden Go? Yeah, it's a super fun deck. Okay, so they're weak to grass. So all we have to do is win the game, and we win the game. That's it. Please, Rellor, be in the deck. Rabsca, be in the deck as well. Okay. So I think Petilil, unfortunately, is not going to be joining the party. Let's go Bug Catching Set. Okay, that's grass and a Thwackey. I don't want the Thwackey. I mean, maybe I do just... Hang on. Honestly, I think this is an Arven turn, just because there's a chance with the research that I just don't get it. So we have to go Ultra Ball. We have to go Defiance Band. All right, and then we go Thwack Daddy, Applin down, and then Grookey down, and then, okay, Itchy Balls, my favorite. Okay, so we don't have a Testicle Festival. which is very concerning. So we just have to go Ultra Ball away this. We have to go get the Dipplin. Then we go get the Testicle Festival. And that should be enough to win us the game, right? That should just be enough to win us the game here. Because luckily, that 10 damage, if it wasn't for the Froslass, we would have lost this game. So yes, we're kind of ultra screwed because of the Froslass, but thanks to the Froslass, we're also going to win this game. All right, then we go, yes, unfortunately, Lilligant. This is the problem with Lilligant, is that it's just kind of a, as the kids would call it, a win more card. It's not necessarily necessary. 200 to the Hydreigon, so we don't even need the Rabsca. I couldn't remember if it was pronounced Rabsca or Rellor. I got them mixed up, so I called it Rabsco. But I think we just win fast enough because they're weak to grass. You know, they can't get 4 energy on a Hydreigon this turn. Unless they go... The only way they could do it is Crispin, Counter Gain, Neo Upper Energy. I think that's the only possible way of a card combo that they could possibly have. I think that's the only chancey they would have. So we're out of Obsidian range, one of the laziest names. Like, they couldn't just call it like Obsidian Blade or Obsidian or Try Obsidian. Like Try Honesty, Billy Talent's best song. They just called it Obsidian. Because if you didn't know, the second attack on every Stellar Terra Pokemon is named after like a jewel or a diamond or something. So like, what is it? Amazes. That's just another type of jewel on, I think it's Espeon. So it's very, very, very cool. All right. Well, I hope they realize that I just beat them off again. And this is the issue pairing Froslass with Hydreigon, is that Froslass cuts into your consistency. Right? Like, I'm playing Dipplin Thwackey and we're getting our balls cut off here. Yeah, Obsidian, you have to build to an Obsidian at some point. If you're playing a... Oh, hang on. How are we gonna... Okay, that's fun. All right, so we just want to go Defiance Band on, I guess, this guy. There was something to be said for not going for the Defiance Band there. Or, sorry, not going for the evolution there. Okay, so we have to just hit into them as hard as we can. Yeah, they're not threatening an Obsidian, so I think what I want to do is just get a bosses and then kind of win the game next turn. Right, so let's go attach there. We knock out this Vilas, and then... They're just too slow. This is crazy. Yeah, the Dipplin is kind of goated against Froslass. It's like, oh, you have very weak Pokemon, all of them with abilities. And it's like, yeah, but I can just take 2 knockouts every single turn against the Froslass deck. Yes, I would like to perform another attack. All right, now what do we do? So we have the bosses. They might use Iono. That's okay. They apparently forgot to put energy in their deck, which I really appreciate. Now, here's something a little tricky, Jim. Who do I bosses? Because it seems like they're getting ready to set... Oh, yeah, there's the Iono. Uh-oh. So they got the Froslass. I think in this situation, they Iono me. I think I go get the bosses. I think I knock out the Hydreigon. And then if I just don't put any more ability Pokemon in play, I think the Petilil just gets knocked out, right? Yeah, they got more ability Pokemon. I would assume they have a Munkidori or something that they can get back, right? Like that you play Munkidori. Okay, uh-oh. Wait, no, they played Iono, so they can't... play with Colress's thick ass. Oh, they got the stupid Munkidori. Okay, so we have to go for the Munkidori then. No, Petilil's weak to fighting. Hydreigon is weak to grass. Okay, so they're gonna put the damage on the active Dipplin most likely, because that knocks out the Dipplin through Froslass damage after this. Yeah, you put it on the Dipplin, that knocks us out. Okay, we have a very interesting choice to make here. the thing is, they're going to have to send somebody up. So I think we have to go for the Hydreigon. And then they'll have to send somebody up that's going to take a lot of damage. And then I think that's our way to win. Right? I think that's the way that we win the game, is we bring up the Hydreigon. We get super high while we're dragging these nuts. And then they send somebody up. If they can't read, that's even better. You know, our last opponent couldn't read. Well, I mean, I guess technically, if they didn't know what Rabsca did, it didn't matter if they could read or not. Okay. We can play with our balls. Do I want to play with my balls right now? I don't know. Okay, so we have the Dipplin. The Dipplin's going to get knocked out coming into their turn. The Thwackey's going to get knocked out coming into their turn. I don't have any way to heal. This is a very tough call. Because I could knock out the Froslass. But I don't know if that's correct here. I think we just go for the bosses. We get rid of... we Ultra Ball away the Lilligant and the Switch. We go get an Applin. Yeah, I think we go play with our balls. Yeah, I think it has to be the Hydreigon here, right? I mean, I could knock out the Petilil. No, we just have to go for the Hydreigon. I can't overcomplicate this. We just have to go for whomever. We do 100 damage to whoever they promote. They have to promote either Petilil or Fezandipiti. And then we figure it out from there. That's not good. Okay, so we do the wave. They got the double Froslass. We're trying to use the Froslass against them. The Munkidori will have to go after my active Dipplin. The good news is, if they don't bump Festival Grounds, I mean, they have a Culver, so they probably will. But if they don't bump Festival Grounds, or if they don't get another Munkidori, uh-oh. Ah, crap, they got another freaking Munkidori. This would have been the perfect game for us. All right, but as long as they don't bump the stadium, that is still GG. So it doesn't matter. If Festival Grounds stays in play, or if we, keep Festival Grounds, we top deck a Festival Grounds. I think that's the only Testicle Festival we've played in today, so that's good. Yeah, they do have to knock out the Dipplin. The Thwackey gets knocked out by playing with itself. Oh, God, I have to promote the Budew. Yeah, we have to promote the Budew. They'll knock out the Budew with the Munkidori. And then they don't see that I'm just going to beat them off here. And you can donate codes. Yeah, you can just put them in chat. You can put codes in chat, and then it's the first to redeem them. Whoever's got the fastest fingers in the West. So if Scoop Squad is watching the stream, they will know that I have it, and they'll use an Iono, and then they'll really screw us over. Because they have yet to play a supporter. And did they Fezandipiti? They have yet to Fezandipiti, but maybe... they don't know. Fezandipiti would be glowing because it has the Rescue Board. All right, so they knock out the Budew. And then the good news is that they've already attached for turn, so no one is going to be attacking this turn. I did get rid of the Switch, which was potentially a bad thing. But if they just end the turn here and don't do anything else, then we're golden. If they Iono and or bump the stadium, that is just the end of it. They're bumping the stadium. Okay. There should be three free. Actually, hang on. I think we win, right? Because they're gonna take. I think that's game. Because I Artisan for whoever's left. We attack once. They're going to take... oh, we're going to be like 1 or 2 damage counters short. We have to get the goatedest of top decks here. Oh, we're also going to lose this Thwackey. Yeah, so we're actually going to be kind of a bit more shorter. All right. They have double Munkidori. If they just have a Psychic Energy, we're screwed. They only need 2 prizes. So that's going to have 90. We could... Oh, the stupid Rabsca, seriously? You could have been anything else. All right, so I think it has to be a Grookey. No, it doesn't have to be a Grookey. It has to be an Applin. I can't do anything. The Survival Brace means absolutely nothing here. So we have to go Night Stretcher for Grass Energy. Lilligant would have been huge in this matchup, but we just we couldn't get it up. And then we just go Energy. We were so close to winning. We were this close to winning. I think I put the Survival Brace on... No, not on the active, because I'll get knocked out. I don't think there's any way that we win. But we'll put the Survival Brace there. We'll go do the wave. And then, this is crazy, but that Munkidori, the one on the bench with the more damage counters, that's going to be 10 damage away from getting knocked out, and then we just lose. Because they have to heal the Petilil here. Or the Pheasant. Like, they have all of the things available to them. Oh, yeah, I should have done that. I should have gone Night Stretcher for the Thwackey. But I wouldn't have had the energy is the problem. And I think I used the 1 research. Oh, no, 2 researches. So I didn't have a way of doing anything. I would have had to go... Yeah, so what I should have done there... You're right. What I should have done there is 100%. It should have been... Wait, do they not know? Do they not know that Neo Upper Energy is not it? Oh, that doesn't work. Oh, we win. Oh, they can read. Damn it. Oh, no, they just go retreat into the Munkidori and win. So, yes, what I should have 100% done there is Night Stretcher for the Thwackey, Thwackey for the Lana's Aid, and then Lana's Aid for energy. No, because then I wouldn't have had the stadium. So that's the problem. It's like I wouldn't have had the stadium. So no, I don't think I could have won that game. The YouTube comments will let me know, but I don't think I could have won that game because if I get Lana's Aid, I can't get the stadium. I would have needed more basics, but I would have needed 2 basics. So hang on. If I use Lana's Aid, I get the grass and 2 basics. So yes, I think Lana's Aid actually would have won because I was 30 damage short of knocking out the Petilil. If you add 2 more basics on the bench, that's 40. So that would have been 200. So yes, if I go Night Stretcher for Thwackey, for Lana's Aid, for 2 basics and an energy, then we win. So for next time, we know that. Okay, this is fine. This is totally fine. And then we'll go Rescue Board on this guy. I don't think I want to put Area 0 down because I don't want them to have the craziest turn. Yeah, do you know what Azul's favorite movie is? Starring Matt Damon? Do you know what it is? I know what it is. We bought Azul. Eh? Get it? We bought Azul starring Matt Damon. Get it? See? Do you get it? See? That's the kind of stuff that you can't expect anywhere else. And yeah, that's the problem with being too good. I always tell, and I should have put the Area 0 down. All right. Well, you know, I know they have like 4 Area 0 in that deck, but I tried. All right. You should probably tell Azul to be careful because account smurfing is not... seriously? Are they about to... Please tell me you have an Iono and I'm not about to just give you 5 free cards. See, that's the kind of quality content you're not going to expect from Sunny TCG. All right, well, they're going to have the craziest... Yep, that's cool. We've already lost. Okay, we got some balls to play with. That's good. I think I want to... Well, yeah, well, let's just go get Eevee because we couldn't... We should have gone second. let's be completely, let's be clear here. We should have gone second. That was my bad. But we can still do this. It's just I've been going first so much that I thought, oh, you know, let's go second, and that'll change the luck. It did not change the luck whatsoever. All right, yes, let's use Jewel Seeker. Let's go Terra Orb. Sparkling, no, because we're going to be 10 damage short, right? Do we have a supporter? We can Jacq and we can Cyrano. That doesn't seem great. I mean, sure. Because I can go next turn. I can go for Jacq. Okay, I think that's the play. So let's go. Let's go to Hooters. Let's get Petilil. You know, I feel bad for Petilil. And then we go Terra Orb. Get the Flareon. Attach the water to Flareon. So at least we're potentially in the realm of maybe one day taking a knockout. And to 1, well, I guess we just... Oh, wow, we prized a lot of energy. All right, here we go. I think they know what I'm planning here. So they're going to be able to two-shot my Flareon, which is not great. But I can one-shot their Terapagos. And you're taking Iono's Belly Bolt. Are you pairing it with Raging Bolt, or are you just going regular Belly Bolt? I think you absolutely have to play it with Belly Bolt. But unless you're a crazy person... So that deck is called Iono's Raging Bolt. Okay, double Psychic is fine. Because Iono's Belly Bolt, I think, is just like the Voltorb build. But Iono's Raging Bolt would be the Raging Bolt build. 16, only 16 energy? Aren't you a little worried? I think I played... Didn't I play 17 or 18 in my deck? Because you have to be able to one-shot Dragapult, right? And that's obviously the main issue. Is, you know, prizing. You might not be able to get all your energy. So I feel like 16. I know that's like the optimal... You have Max Belt? Okay. Iono's Raging Bulge. Okay, wait, why did they get Turo? Who are they going to Turo? The Noctowl? Okay, yeah, that's fine. You have Max Belt. Yeah, I mean, I guess Max Belt makes sense because that allows Belly Bolt to one-shot a Blood Moon Ursa Luna. It allows it to one-shot a Golden Go. So yeah, I can see the Max Belt. I still feel like 16 energy is not enough, but if you can get the Max Belt when you need it, then yeah, that should be okay. I hope you make day 2. My Eevee's about to get bodied. 4 Levincia does seem a little high, though. Right? I know you need Levincia, but it feels like 4 is too high. Like, I personally would go like 3 Levincia, 17 Lightning. But if you've been testing it a lot, I'm assuming, especially if you're taking it IRL and you spent the money. So don't listen to me. I'm just some weirdo on the internet. But I feel like I feel like 16 is not enough. You know, I feel like 17 is old enough. 16 is too young. Okay, well, I mean... Yeah, we're going to be able to use Jacq here, so it's not the worst. I don't have anyone to attach the energy to. Okay, seriously? Terrible timing. All right, well, I guess we're just going to Cyrano now. And we go for Mew. Lily's Clefairy and Cleflarion? Or do we just get nobody? I think we just get nobody. But the Clefairy, I think we want. I think the Mew we want. And then next turn, I do have to be very careful here. Because as you may or may not see, this thing exists. So we have to be very afraid of this. So can they do 270? How much are they doing? So that's 120. And then 40, 60, 80, 200, 220, 240, 260, 280. So yeah, I can't bench anybody else. So we just have to go Carnelian for 240. Yeah. And Bellybolt has a 2 retreat cost. That is true. I'm assuming you've tested it. Just remember, I just played it for like 1 stream. So I'm not an expert by any means. I just know that PTCGL hates me. So I always make sure that I prepare for prizes. But if you shuffle your deck in a certain way, there's a chance your best card... Oh, we got rid of their only Terra. But if you shuffle your deck the right way, there's no way you can get screwed over by prizes. Carnelian. Carnelian? Carnelian? Yeah, like that's the thing, because 4 Levincia means you basically just always have a Levincia in play. But I'm thinking about prizing. Like, what if you prize 3 energy, right? What if you prize 3 energy and you're up against Dragapult? Then what's your plan? And it's like, it's not, you don't really have a great backup plan. Yeah, you don't prize 3 energy. This is not PTCGL. Yeah, I always say that in my videos. They don't play it on PTCGL. Okay, yeah, that's fine. All right, well, we got the Switch, so we can knock out the Volcanion. Them giving me Volcanion is going to be the worst thing they've ever done. Scalding Steam, yes. We take 2, but that's okay. Because as we all know, it takes 2. Yeah, getting rid of Clefairy. I mean, they should have bumped probably the Ursaluna. Because the Clefairy has a higher damage potential early, but yeah, like they couldn't be worried about like Carnelian, because that knocks it out no matter what. So now the Ursaluna is going to start doing some things, but we're knocking out the Volcanion. So this is going to be an interesting finale here. Let's go Mew down, Eevee. I believe I have to attach to the Mew. No, because if I attach to the Mew, it's not like it can copy Eon. Like Eon Blade, it can copy, but it wouldn't do enough. So I think I want to save the fire energy for a Lily's Clefairy Crispin turn to win the game, hopefully. Yeah, that's what we want to do. We want to do Crispin. We got to go Carnelian, and then hope we don't get screwed here. Hopefully PTCGL does not hate my face. Because I believe our win condition is Lily's Clefairy. But they're also, you know, having the Mew on the field is not great. Interesting. So if I had a Prime Catcher, we would literally just win the game. Finale. What finale? What do you mean? I'm not pronouncing that. It's finale. So they don't actually knock me out, but obviously I can't attack. But if I hit into them, then the Munkidori just plays with itself, which isn't great. Huh. Ooh, oh, hang on. Okay, so we can use... I can bring up a knocked... Why do you... Oh, no. Okay, so we go Nest Ball for... Hang on, Petal... Do I have a Switch or anything? I don't think I have any more Switch cards. Yeah, we don't have any Switch cards. So let's go for the Clefairy. And then... Crispin... Let's go Psychic, Fire, and then Psychic. Oh yeah, I always screw this up. All right, so then we go Psychic on the Clefairy. Okay, and then I think I just want to retreat right now, right? So we retreat into the Noctowl. Yeah, we retreat into the Noctowl. Get rid of these two. Retreat into the Noctowl. And then we have boss's orders for game next turn. And the Lilligant did absolutely nothing, as per usual. Lilligant is not the best card in the world. You know, I tried to make this work. Like, I looked through literally... This is what I do when I'm not streaming. I literally looked at every grass type, every fire type. There is no really good partner for Lilligant. It is kind of sad how there's no perfect partner. Like, Dipplin is the best, and I wouldn't even say that's a good partner. You don't really need the Lilligant. You know, you need the bench space for more Grookey and Thwackey and stuff. Hey, we got there. See, they knew. See, I knew. Hitting into them was a game-losing situation because they would just go Munkidori, gust up my Mew, and then win the game. But this is what I always tell people. It's, you know, my strategy in the bedroom. Sometimes doing nothing can make you reach completion.